Sacre bleu, it would appear that Christmas has come early for the French. Not only did the Macron government fail, but their biggest festival and one of the biggest metal festivals in the world, Hellfest, has just announced their entire lineup for 2025. Hellfest is a festival that is very personal to me. It was the very first European metal festival I ever went to back in 2008. I returned to it in 2009, 10, 16, and 19. I have seen many of the greatest shows of my entire life at Hellfest. Over the years, it has become a lot bigger. Some would say that it's sold out. Most people would say that it's too fucking crowded. But no matter what your view of it is, being someone who first went to it in 2008, I am so impressed with how gargantuan it has grown in the metal world. So I thought it would be fun to do a live reaction to their lineup and see what happens when a major festival is put on by people who actually know what the fuck they're doing, aka not Americans. So headbang the like button, stage dive onto the subscribe button, and windmill the video to your friends. If you're a fan of the channel and you'd like to show your support, consider becoming a member. Memberships are only 99 cents a month, and each one really helps me toward my goal of creating a life-size Godzilla to invade Canada. So let me pull this up right now. I did not look at the lineup yet. I saw that it dropped. The headliners caught my eye out of my peripheral, but I quickly jumped out of it because I wanted to live react to it with you all. So here we go. When I was a teenager, I used to look forward to the Hellfest lineup dropping like it was Christmas Day. I would get so excited. Even if I wasn't going, I just wanted to see what it was. And it does not want to load. Their website is not working. Fuck. As I said, it's too fucking crowded. If my band's not on here, I'm gonna be pissed. All right, the full lineup. Bum ba da da, ba ba bum ba ba ba. Bam. It's a lot to take in. You might have to adjust your eyes for a sec. Fix your glasses. Right off the bat, the headliners are Korn, Muse, Scorpions, and L. Ron Hubbard Park. That is not exciting. For me, at least. I don't know about you. Maybe you like that, but remember what I mentioned about some people thinking this festival sold out. When I first went to Hellfest, the headliners were Venom, Motorhead, and Slayer. Korn plays every festival all the time. That one's no issue, really. Muse and Linkin Park together, both at Hellfest, is kind of weird. I mean, I don't really hate Muse. I don't stop and listen to them, but that's pretty light. Scorpions, didn't they break up like 15 times over the last 16 years? Does anybody give a shit about the Scorpions still? And new Linkin Park is not for me. If they did a hologram of Chester and played those songs, then maybe, but no. But there's lots to do. While these bands are playing, there's 4 or 5 other headliners going on. So it's not like everyone has to watch these bands. While Muse is playing, probably Sex Pistols looks like might be playing too. So anyway, let's continue. We got First Day, Till Lindemann doing his weird German sex orgy show. Airborne, always a good choice. Apocalyptica, same answer. Skindred, Festival Classic. We got Electric Callboy headlining the second stage. That's going to be a lot of fun. I saw them recently on their last US tour, and it was a fucking blast. I know in Europe at festivals especially, the crowds go ape shit, so that's going to be awesome. Ultra Vomit. I don't know what that one says. Does it say Malevolence? I'm not sure. Kim Dracula. Hard pass. 7 Hours After Violet. Bass player for System of a Down trying to actually get out and get his steps in. Tired of waiting for Surge. Sit around and complain. On the punk stage, so Hellfest is a metal festival, but they have a punk stage where it's pretty much only punk legends for the whole festival. I love that stage. And for the first day, it's got the Helicopters, Turbo Negro, always a good choice, Soft Play, Street Dogs, and Teen Mortgage. I'm not gonna lie, don't know who the 3 of them are. Then the Doom stage, or maybe not. The Valley is more of a Doom stoner rock stage. As you can tell with headliners Orange Goblin, they are a sick band. I've seen them a couple times. I'm not big on stoner and doom. It's kind of boring to me, but they have the rock and roll groove that I like them and Clutch and a couple other bands. So I dig the fuck out of Orange Goblin. Monkeys, I don't know who they are. Chat Pile, Slow Mosa, and Tar Pond. Couldn't tell you anything about them. The Altar headliner first day is Ginger. I just saw them at Aftershock. They were fucking great. Sure, everybody knows them. They're playing all over the place. I'm kind of surprised that they're not on one of the main stages. It's not really like a diss because headlining these stages is big. I've seen King Diamond and like Amon Amarth headline these stages, but with just how much they're growing in popularity, I would have expected them to be on one of the main stages. Then before them is Whitechapel, Fit for an Autopsy, Mental Cruelty, and Walkways. Once again, don't know who they are. I know Whitechapel and Fit for an Autopsy. I know them. I don't know who the other two are. And then the black metal stage. They're more or less is a black metal stage. The altar is more death metal, and temple is more black metal, more or less. As you can tell, there's things mixed all over the place, but usually that's what they try to stick to. But the temple first day headliner is Outcast, and then right before them is Sun. That will be a very atmospheric set. Ishan before that. Thy Catafalu? Thy Catafalu. I don't know what that is. And White Word. That will be the first day, Tuesday, June 19th. For me, if I were going, which I'm not planning to, not gonna lie, unless they want to book a little band called Dark Insanity to play one of the stages, you know, just that might convince me to cross the pond next year. Anyway, if I was going this first day, I would want to see probably Fit for an Autopsy, Ginger, Orange Goblin. They would probably be like after each other. Turbo Negro, Electric Callboy. But Electric Callboy would most likely be on at the same time as one of these, either Ginger or, I mean, it might not, it might go, because there's always 2 to 3 stages at the same time, so, or like more or less. I'd watch Apocalyptica, Airborne. There's bands I would see if I was there and I would have fun, but the first day at least is not something that makes me be like, oh fuck, I gotta go. But maybe it is for you. Not dissing it, just giving my personal opinion. Second day, Friday headliner is Muse, which is a weird choice for this festival. That's more of a Glastonbury type of thing. The Hue, which has been big, have been touring a lot of metal festivals. The Cult. Really? As you can tell, the main stages have become way more mainstream over the years. Royal Republic, The Warning, Last Train, Vows, and the fuck is that? I think that says Kashmir. I wouldn't watch any of those bands. I mean, I would watch some of the Hue just because I've never really gave them a fair shot. I would pop my head in for a little bit of Muse, but I highly doubt I would stay long. Second stage headliners are With Them Temptation. They play all the time at Hellfest. That one's kind of not surprising. Hailung, that's cool. Aren't they taking a break soon? So that might be a really good chance to see them on a huge stage. Epica, always fantastic, always welcome. Spirit Box, right before Epica. That's pretty cool. I like Epica far more, but I think Spirit Box are pretty good. Kitty, they've been popping up all over the place too. Future Palace, Amir, what the fuck? Amir at Elf Key? I don't know what that is. Charlotte Weasel, what a terrible name. And Some. For me, I would watch Spirit Box, Epica, and Hailung. The punk stage headliners are Sex Pistols. I would definitely watch that. The Damned are sick. I just saw them at that big punk festival that happened here. I am not even gonna try to read that one. The Real Mackenzies are cool. They're kind of a more like oi hardcore punk, Dropkick Murphys type of thing. They're a great band for people who think that Dropkick Murphy sold out. Leftover Crack, Jesus fucking Christ, get the medics ready. There's going to be broken bones and injuries during that set. Leftover Crack is fucking batshit. Lion's Law, Mike McCooligan and the Bomb Squad, Chubby and the King, and Beton Army. Don't know anything about any of them. I would watch Sex Pistols, The Damned, and the Real Mackenzies for sure. Valley headliner is Very Special Guest. Never heard of that band before. I wonder what they have to bring to the table. Before them is Pentagram. I really dig Pentagram's first album. Masters of Reality, Dope Throne, Break Out the Weed, Arabot, Rite of Diamesis. I feel like I just read some ancient spell in Pig Latin. Dirty Sound Magnet, Castle Rat, and Worm Sand. I would definitely watch Pentagram. Altar, headliners Exodus, and then Sacred Reich, classic, badass. Before them is Tankard. That's cool. Tankard, Sacred Reich, Exodus, all back to back. 3 Inches of Blood coming back. Does that say Nervosa? Yeah, Nervosa, Burning Witches, The Night Eternal, Hexecutor, and the Furries. Is that a band, or are they just gonna have furries standing on stage just being like, we want to be included too? Most of that stage is sick. I would show up for 3 Inches of Blood and pretty much stay there. But on the temple, we've got headliners In Extremo, and right before them is Windrose. Windrose is fucking great. One of my favorite newer bands out there. Before them is Trollfest. This stage is going to be a blast. If you think this main stage is fucking boring, hang out down at the temple. It's going to be awesome. What does that say? I can't read that one down there. Mangarm? I've heard of that band. I just can't pronounce it because I'm dumb. Luke Arbagas? Skiltron? Perch? I don't know what these are. If these bands are good, then good for them. It'd probably go 3 Inches of Blood, Trollfest, Tankard, Windrose, Sacred Reich, and Extremo Exodus. So that would be fun. Day 2, I would be down here. Day 3, we have headliner Scorpions, which means I would go to bed early. Right before them is the Satch Vi Band. I'm guessing that's a whole bunch of guitar wankers just stroking each other's necks on stage for an hour. Black Country Communion. That sounds kind of racist. Before that, Miles Kennedy, all on his lonesome now that Slash is back with Guns N' Roses. Tremonte, the Southern River Band, Yeehaw Partner, Audrey Horn, and Lucy Sue? Lucy Sue. I would not watch a single band on that stage. Judas Priest headlining the second stage. Of course I would be watching that. Just saw them at Aftershock for the first time since about 2011 for me. Still killed it. Still fantastic. Got to appreciate them while they're still here. I'd be pretty certain Judas Priest will blow Scorpions out of the water. Before Judas Priest is Dream Theater, or as I like to call them, Intermission. Before them is Sabotage back. Neat. I would check that out. Peyton Parrish. I don't know what that is. Beyond the Black is an awesome power metal band. Power metal, heavy metal, whatever you want to call it. Freak Kitchen. That sounds concerning. Ross the Boss. Pass. Majestica. Oh, I love Majestica. I fucking love Majestica. They're playing the Metal Cruise. I'll be seeing them there. Ah, awesome. That'll be a cool, like, early morning. They're probably going to go on around like 11 or 12, I would guess. Power metal in the morning. The third stage, we have got Turnstile headlining. Good for them. Before them is Defeater. I don't know who that is. Terror. I know who that is. They're awesome. That's going to be a sick crowd. That whole stage for the whole weekend is going to be fucking batshit. Stick to Your Guns. Nasty. The Chisel. Spy. Pest Control. And Last Hound. I would watch Terror if there was no one else on, which it doesn't look like there would be. And besides that, I would not go to the punk stage that day. The Valley's got Russian Circles. Have a Nice Life. Windhand. My Sleeping Karma. Conan. Stone Jesus. Mars Red Sky. The Midnight Ghost Train. And Howard. None of that sparks my interest. I don't have anything against like any of these bands, but I personally would be bored over there. But let's keep going. The Altar's got Lepros, Vola, The Ocean, Wheel, Persephone, Vulture Industries. That's cool. Finally a name that looked exciting to me. Does that say Yerm? Yerm. We are Yerm. Psych and Vestige. I don't know what that is. That's got to be the most boring day of the Altar. But it looks like it might be the most exciting day of the Temple. Goddamn, let's look below that. Blood, Fire, Death, Bathory set. I saw this pop up on a couple of other festivals. Who's playing that? Who's in that lineup? I would definitely watch that. This is a pretty fucking boring day up until we get to the black metal stage. Abath with Doom Occulta. 100% would watch that. Before that, we've got Sad Hipster Black Metal, Death Haven. Before them is Grima. That's pretty brutal. Spectral Wound, Agriculture, Triglu, Witch Club Satan. That sounds like if you asked a 6-year-old to just put together random metal sounding words. Witch Club Satan and Lunar Tomb Fields. So day 3, I would stay at this stage pretty much all day, except for Majestica, Sabotage, and Judas Priest. And now a quick word from the sponsor of this video, GameSir. GameSir are a company that specializes in very cool, sleek, and powerful game controllers that are perfect for every type of player out there. They were nice enough to send me their brand new Tarantula Pro multi-platform wireless controller, and this thing is badass. It can connect to your PC, Xbox, Nintendo Switch, and smartphone, and allows gamers a wide variety of customizable options. This thing features 9 mappable buttons. The triggers can switch from analog to hair trigger mode, which makes first-person shooters awesome. The controller is very comfortable in your hand, and its HD rumble motors really help bring your gaming alive. Like I said, those first-person shooters, awesome. As I said, the Tarantula Pro works with both Xbox and Nintendo Switch, and a really cool feature is you can even jump between their controller layouts with the simple click of a button. Wasn't that cool? Look at this magic. And if both of those layouts aren't pretty enough for you, you can download the GameSir app, which allows you to customize everything in this controller, from the button layouts, color schemes, and sensitivity. This thing has quickly become my main gaming controller, and no longer having to adjust to a different controller per game system just makes things even easier. This controller is awesome. I love it. And you can check it out at gamesir.hk, where you can also check out their other various controllers for Xbox, Steam, Switch, smartphones. Go check out GameSir and start gaming like a pro. And now let's get back to the metal. So far, the Hellfest lineup is not tickling my fancy that much. But we've got one more day. Let's see what it has to offer. L. Ron Hubbard Park. I don't care about that. But they have Cypress Hill. I do care about that. I like Cypress Hill a lot. My type of old school hip hop. Before them is Refused. That's kind of cool, actually. Eagles of Death Metal before them. This stage is just whatever the fuck this last day. Let's get a chill rock band and a fucking crazy like post-hardcore band, and then old school hip hop, and then Scientology. We also got Dead Poets Society, Black Gold, Ashen, and Bastardam. Alrighty then. Second stage has Falling in Reverse as the headliner. I know a lot of people like to hate on them because they think it's fun. I just saw them at Aftershock and they were fucking sick. They undeniably put on a huge, awesome show. I'm cool with that addition. I'm sure a lot of people are going to complain about it. I like it. I accept it. A Day to Remember, a band to forget. Motionless in White, very hot topic up on this stage. Also got Lorna Shore. They will probably have a huge crowd. See what I mean? Like you got Lorna Shore in a pretty decent spot on a main stage, and while Ginger is headlining, they're headlining a smaller stage. I would just thought they would have been like in the same range, but we also got Poppy, who has been showing up everywhere. Novelist, Blood Command, The Chainsaw Motel. Living it up at the Motel Chainsaw. The Crazy Punk stage on the last day has got Knocked Loose. Punk and hardcore, to be fair. Walls of Jericho, Gorilla Biscuits, Guilt Trip, Good Riddance. I've seen them before. Pain of Truth, Gouge Away, and Calcine. No, I don't know what that one is. Yeah, none of that's really screaming for my attention. I know a lot of people love Knocked Loose right now, and they are killing it there. And it looks like they'll be doing their song with Poppy since they're both playing the same day. You kids have fun. The Valley Stage headliner is Jerry Cantrell. I already don't like Alice in Chains, so Jerry's solo just sounds fucking miserable. Before them is Health, which is cool. Definitely more electronic, kind of industrial type of thing, but if that's your jam, that's cool. Usually Hellfest has a lot more of that too. It's kind of surprisingly lacking this year. Kylesa, Thou, Prayers, Feytooth, Crows, and Black Bile. And we're all really happy for all of them. The death metal stage, the altar headliner the last day is Death Clock. I will definitely accept that. Isn't it funny that people go to see a cartoon death metal band? But it is sick. I only saw Death Clock once, but it was awesome. I would be happy to see them again. Before them is Unleashed. Classic old school death metal, always good. Cattle Decapitation before them. Now this day is getting exciting. I was so bored until we got to this stage. Goodalox. Yep, now it's a party. Okay, I would be at this stage pretty much all day. Signs of the Swarm. They're a new deathcore band that's hitting it real big right now. Misery, I think. Guinea Pig, and Czar. At least up until Goodalox and forward, it'd be a fucking party at that stage. I don't know enough about the other bands to say if they're cool or not, but so far, I like that. And the last stage, the temple headliner, is Einsbreche. Einsbreche? They're a sort of industrially metal band, I think. Before them is The Covenant, an industrial metal band that's recently come back. Priest, Shagaroth, that's sick. That's really cool. I would definitely watch that. Unto Others, they're a pretty cool kind of like goth rock band. Alec Totalo? Okay, I don't know what that is. The Cemetery Girls with a Z, and Grave Cult. I don't know what that one is. So that last day, I would be at the death metal stage all fucking day until Falling in Reverse, because it would probably go. Hopefully Death Clock and Falling in Reverse wouldn't be clashing. I don't think they probably would be. Probably be like Falling in Reverse in the bottom stage here. But yeah, that's the entire lineup for Hellfest 2025. All 4 days. I named every single band. What do you guys think? For me, my personal opinion, it still just comes off as kind of typical of the last several years of Hellfest. Like, Hellfest always has a good lineup where if you go, you will have a great time. It's been a while for me since I've seen one of their lineups where I've been like, holy shit, I need to go there. But maybe that's just because I'm more traveled now with other festivals. Every band that I said I would watch here, pretty much all of them I've seen before, except for like a small handful. So maybe that plays a part in it too. But then again, like, I don't think these headliners are super exciting at all. A lot of metal people still really like Korn, and they do kill it live, but they're always like a free cross off on your bingo card. So it's just kind of standard. Muse, Scorpions, nah. So yeah, my final opinion on Hellfest 2025. If you're already going, if you have a bunch of friends going, looks like it'd be a great time. I personally wouldn't buy a flight overseas and invest all of the time and effort to go if it was just this one. Myself. Maybe you love all these bands and you'd have an amazing time. Then you should check it out for sure. But for me personally, I would pass. But let me know what you guys think. Let me know if you're planning on going to Hellfest 2025 or if you've been to Hellfest before and maybe you don't find this lineup exciting either. Or maybe you fucking love it. Let me know in the comments below. For more from me, check out my band Dark Insanity. You can find us on Instagram, on Spotify, on all of the streaming platforms, on Bandcamp as well. We have our EP Rabid Psychosis out now. We've got merch available for the channel and for the band. Now you can get White's Metal t-shirts, Savior of Metal hats, Dark Insanity t-shirts, Dark Insanity weed bags. We've got everything. Links for all of my stuff can be found in the description of this video. Anyway, that's it for now, and I'll see you in the next video.